had to take my stunner shades off so I could read. Read, young man, read.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, ready as we gonna be.
Yes.
Yes.
DJ Lab.
Yo, 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 woo, hey, we in Westside Misfits. Yo, you're independent, this the mix, you need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit 'em up to slide through and promote your business. DJ Lab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tay Matt discuss the hottest topic. There's not a 2000 to let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Slick gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. Kick facts, play music, and talk slick. Tell a friend, they get in the mix. Tell a friend, they get in the mix. Tell a friend, they get in the mix. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. From 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. We in the mix, we in the mix, we in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah. You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Miss Mix-a-Lot.
I am DJ Lab.
You know we got Slick 316 in the building, baby. And guess who is a bad?
Yeah, this is Ghost. I'm a repeat offender on Misfits Radio.
What's up,
What's happening?
Man, yeah, I know it is Super Bowl Sunday. We got a lot to discuss. It started raining on the way in. I mean, it's a lot going on. I was like, wait a minute. So, yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know. I know Lab don't really get into sports like that. Do you get into sports like that, AD?
I'm into the sports just a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I just have to ask, only because I know Lab be like, girl. He really be like, girl. But this particular Super Bowl, I can be honest with you, it's a little bit different. I am really, really, really loving the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So you know I gotta ask you, who you room for, AD?
All right, so I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm rooting for Kansas City, KC. He's actually cousins of him, and his dad would bring baseball tickets down for us to watch him play with the Cubs when he came down here. So I've been a fan of Pops Mahomes. So of course I'm rooting for the son, but I'm almost torn in two because we got 2 black QBs in that thing this year.
Yes, honey. Jalen Hurts, honey. And baby got that black PR. Got the black light on his arm.
Right.
Bringing him, okay. Come on through, Jalen.
Yeah.
I love that about him. And then, of course, we got Patrick Holmes. You understand what I'm saying? And they're two black quarterbacks embracing this thing called football, man. I'm super excited. I can be honest with you. The Eagles, I like the Eagles. I always have, though.
Well, the Eagles and KC make it very exciting and entertaining. You know, both the QBs are mobile. They can throw that thing and run. So, you know, a lot of fans are definitely into it for that.
The first time in history, though, there's a mother with 2 sons. The was playing for each team. Now, how do you love that?
Right.
Yeah, she got a son on each team. I said, which one are you going to root for? That's what I'm thinking in my head. And somebody else asked her, guess what she said? The one that win. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know. Like,
you know, on both sides.
Yes, Travis and Jason.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that's going to be exciting too. This is the first time, from my understanding in history, that you know they've had 2 brothers going against one another.
Brothers and brothers. If that makes sense to you.
Yes. Which is just like super dynamic. Honestly, I know she is overwhelmed with a lot of emotions because either way, you don't even really care who win at this point.
Right.
No.
It's like I birthed two of the greatest.
Yep, you being represented.
Yes, like so one side she probably got something specially made. Well, one side is for the Eagles and the other side is for the Chiefs. Like I can't wait to see her in action because I know she gonna bring it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited about that. But yeah, man, when I saw Jalen's the black lady that was being recognized
Who
for
was with?
yeah, she's PR, like she's his agent, his sports agent or
okay.
whatever. And yeah, and she was just super dope. Like she did an interview maybe about a few days ago, and she was just saying how this is a very joyous. This is because it's a male dominating industry. So for you to have even come this far, and you know to bring him this far, what your future probably gonna look like.
Right.
It's also a good look because this is Super Bowl time, so it's a big stage. She's exposed to a lot of people, so to see that you can have a representation of a female and a man together at this particular time in Black History Month.
Yeah.
You know.
And be melanated. Yeah.
Rep it.
Yeah. Come on now. For that alone, so I'm excited to go ahead and look at the game. The game, I don't know why the game seems to be starting so late, but I guess that's what time it normally starts, right?
We said it's kind of early, like 6:30 something.
6:30.
We used to it being at maybe
9
like 8 o'clock or 9.
No, for real?
Uh-huh. But we think it's because it's on this particular coast this year.
Because it's central.
Yeah, central.
Usually sometimes it be different coasts. Like if it's in California, they 3 hours behind us, so it would start at 6 there, but 9 here.
Oh, okay. Because I know the last one that I did I did a party last year. I remember getting there around like 5 o'clock. Maybe I just got there early. I don't even remember like the details. Maybe I got there early or something. I don't even remember.
You got there early.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
so are you going anywhere to watch the game, AD?
I'll probably step by my brother's crib after this,
Oh, okay.
I'll let him see what's going on.
Shout out to Big Bro.
Yep. KD, what's happening?
That's right.
So Lev, you ain't gotta.
I'm good. I'm good on Super Bowl. I'm good on football. I've just never been a type of person who's been into sports like that. So.
Were your uncles into sports?
They were actually. My uncles was like track and all that. They were into sports and they was into martial arts, but they weren't really into like baseball or football. They had other sports. They like track. Okay. They ran long distance and stuff like that. But
so did you even play sports as a child?
No, I played basketball. All black kids play basketball
do something,
a little bit.
something out
but
there.
I wasn't in. I wasn't anything professional. I wasn't anything like the juvie league or anything. I wasn't in any of that.
Did you play sports as a kid?
Everything I did was out in the street. Street football, street baseball, any hop, dodgeball, whatever we
So no organized sports?
Yeah, no organized.
No organized sports, no. But I was a beast out there now. I mean, I got a wicked jump shot. I can sling that ball out there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just surprised because, like, in our generation, organized sports was big. Like, it was huge.
Yeah.
So, like, I could recall my brother and them playing for, like, Gresham Park, for Collier Park, for Adams Park, for
Green Hill, all them Rex.
Yeah, they were real good in sports. I was too, though.
I was a nature boy, so I was running around in the creeks and in the woods and stuff like that, just experimenting and exploring.
Okay.
Yeah. Might come home with a jar with a salamander in it or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
We're like, boy, what the heck?
Yeah.
No, you got a lot of whooping. Burn that in him.
Out there getting into anything.
Look, I just got one thing to ask, cause y'all know we got to hit topics on this. I mean, hit this Valentine's Day coming up too.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
But before we do that, I just want to tell the people, thank y'all so much for everything. I know we didn't even come on last week, and I got hit up so many times, and people was like, so is the show started now? What about now?
Yeah.
What about now?
They missed that energy.
And
Right.
so I was like, dang, man, but I'm glad that we can actually return back this week. It was just that Yeah, it was a lot. Like last week, so Queen shit happened last Friday.
Okay.
Yes, honey. And only thing I'm gonna say is if that show is any indication of what we have to look forward to for 2023, I'm here for it.
So you good with it?
Yeah, because it was we had a really nice turnout. We actually had a really, like, the talent was immaculate, and it was so fun. Even our fashion show was really, really dope, which is it always is, but we was expecting for it to be really cold, and we couldn't do, there was certain things, like we had to have a certain section, like, parted off only for the fashion show.
Right.
So we couldn't have chairs and stuff like that. And then we had another side for media only. Shout out to Kimiko TV. Okay. She came through and did her thing. And we had quite a few people in the building, man. The ones that actually won Queen Shit Showcase, they're a new group. And when I say their vibe is A1, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, they literally came through and shut it down. The videos that I put up were just little snippets. Of course, when I'm working, I can't
really just
really
do
a whole lot.
At the same time.
That's why I like to try to bring people with me, but people that I would trust their
Gotcha.
their stuff. But however, one of my daughters came and she did get some footage, so I was appreciative of that. And those were the videos that I put up. So they came through. They really did an awesome job. They really did. And this was one show that it was really weird because most of the people there we never met before.
Oh, really? So it's all new people.
We never, like, most of them, we had never come in contact with them. So it was a different kind of energy because, they were actually excited to be there.
Good.
And a lot of times you take certain things for granted, but that energy was amazing.
Wow. Well, speaking of amazing energy, and earlier this week, I just so happened to have the honor to attend Terrence Dortch's birthday on February 13th. His brother Thomas, they threw an event, and we went to a smoker's lounge and sat there and just had some wonderful vibes and memories of his legacy going on. And the Atlanta Hawks organization, they gifted a jersey with his name on it. The city of Atlanta also gifted a plaque, and they said that February 9th will be officially Dorch Day. So that's like one time. For the one time, we're going to do this the Dorch way on February 9th. Keep continuing their legacy, especially for next year.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Thomas Dorch. Shout out to Tori 100. All of them, and Tori 100's wife, Tiffany, all of them put together the event for Dorch's birthday. And the thing about it is, Dorch was a giver. Like, Terrence Dorch was a giver. Like, it was nothing. Like, if you tell him, if he knew about it, he was giving.
He was gonna get to it.
That was a part of who he was. And the thing about it is, with everything being so fresh, man, it opens up that room again and again and again of him leaving here but it's very important to keep the name alive
and the energy and the legacy.
The energy, the legacy, energy. All of that, because he was a good person. Like, that's what he stood on. He was very supportive.
One of the young persons that I can say that I actually looked up to and admired as well. It's good to see that you can pass the torch on to generations and they can run with it, do certain things better than the previous generation was doing, and that's exactly what he was doing. And
what I would like to just kind of put out there, and this is for you, for his male friends, I want you all to embrace his son, his brother. Embrace his son. And the reason why I say that is because I posted about it on social media. My father was killed 36 years ago, killed in the line of duty as an Atlanta police officer. And I remember the energy that was given to us from the city of Atlanta. I remember the energy that was given to us from people that knew us personally. A lot of that energy is what kept us going, because our mother was a train wreck.
Right.
Wow.
So with them pouring into us, coming around, being like, even in the most unexpected times, that's why I always tell people to encourage people, when you lose somebody, man, look here. you ain't got to try to replace their mama or their daddy.
Right.
What you want to do is still instill in them what you know will help them navigate through life. And even though, cause Deuce is he's still young, but he still has to go through the impressionable stages. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like the ones that was close to Terrence, those are the ones that will be able to help him the most. The ones that he saw his father around, the ones that, you understand what I'm saying? The ones that he knew that were there when his father was here. I think that he'll be be receptive.
Actually being there that night, you could really feel him still being there. And when you can see how someone has touched other people in their actions, by their actions, you can see that person.
It's so crazy because the week that George died, I talked to him twice. The first time he was getting on my case because Tori 100 and daughter and my daughter, they performed at KIP Performing Arts Program.
Okay.
They downplayed it so much. They just made it seem like, well, you know, we just performing whatever. When we got there, they put on the best performances ever. Well, somebody went live and some people was posting about it because it was so good. George was like, he hit me up after the show and was like, hey, why y'all could have told us, you know, me and Deuce could have came to the performance. And I was like, man, look here. They downplayed it so much. I ain't even invite nobody.
Wow.
It was just me and one of the twins. We just went, and my daughter went from the piano to the flute. I'm talking about she just going around playing all these instruments. And I'm like, you didn't think that was special? She looking at me like, we just playing. So they downplayed it so much, but whoever went live and whoever was posting about it, it grasped his attention. So we laughing, and I was like, man, dang. I was like, well, I see you on, I think it was that Wednesday or that Thursday because they were doing a toy drive.
Oh, yeah.
For Tori 100. Tori 100 was doing a toy drive. You get a shot for every toy that you donate. Up at Nicky's Smoke Room. So he was like, man, I see you, whatever. I think it was like that Wednesday or something like that. My days, I'm sorry, my shit just be running together for me. But however, I was like, yeah, you're right. Well, that night, it was raining. Anybody who know me know I can't really see all that good when it ain't raining. Right. So, night rain, no. Right. So, I texted him and was like, man, y'all probably won't see me tonight because it's raining. He was like, man, I understand. Period. Because most people that know me know if I can support, I'm going to support. But in the rain at night, man, I can't risk my life for that. God, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, you have a hard time seeing that.
Yeah, so, like, it was raining. So, I did. So, it was like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told him 2 times, and I was like, that's very different.
Active in the community. So.
Exactly. And he'll be like, oh, okay, well, shoot, yeah, I'm, we, you know, on behalf of the funeral home, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you know, just certain things. And it's just, I don't know, it was just a lot. But I'm just so glad that they are continuing his legacy and holding, you know, allowing his name to hold the kind of weight that it should.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's an unfortunate situation. Bells. But at the same time, you just never know. God's will is just that. So I'm sure they'll probably be doing some more things leading up to.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be annually. They're always giving back.
So that's what's up, man. I'm truly impressed, man. I'm glad that he did get a chance to make, you know, some friends, make friends. Because, you know, when you have a brother, this is the thing. Well, you should know because you got a brother too. When you have brothers, especially the ones that are older than you, a lot of times those your friends.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like with me. I don't have a whole lot of friends. I'm a girl, and I know my relationship with my brothers, but their relationship together is totally different from ours. Like, they got each other. Right. At one time, it wasn't nothing that Jasper would do without Eric. It wasn't until we got grown,
right,
that Jasper was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show up by myself.
Right.
But if not very often. So most people that see them gonna know that they're gonna be associated together.
Right.
So when you can make friends that are not blood, but still hold you accountable, still good to you, still love on you, things like that, like it matters. Like that's huge.
Yep.
It does.
Yeah.
And being able to, because it's a certain amount of trust, and that's what the next thing I just kind of want to
Trust.
just want to get into.
Building on trust.
I know that you guys may have saw the post about the fellow that killed the co-owner of Republic Lounge.
Okay.
So so he was actually one of their friends, Alex and them from AG Entertainment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael. I don't know how to pronounce. I never have knew how to pronounce their last name.
Okay.
Get it one.
Get one. Yeah, it's like it's different. Gideon. Yeah,
okay,
I've never been able to.
They've been around for a while.
They have.
Behind the scenes.
They have been the club culture for Atlanta for years, for at least for over 20 years. I know.
Right. You put that dub on that.
Because
for sure.
because I know I've been out the clubs for a minute, but I know 20 years ago I was a clubber.
Yep. Right.
Definitely down
Working in the club, clubbing, like all that, and they
World
set the
Bar
culture.
Days.
They were one of the reasons why so many people wanted to even flock to Atlanta for a lot of the things, because they were great promoters. Any club, Kaya, any club that they had dealings with, they knew that them boys was coming and they were gonna bring a crowd with them. They set the ambiance. So the guy that actually killed Michael was somebody that they met over 20 years ago that they allowed in their circle. And we're going to go back to, once again, when you have brothers, friends are like a plus. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, cool.
Right.
But it takes a lot to get into a brother circle, because brothers are what they are.
Yeah, they different.
So for them to allow you, Soto, to come into their brotherly circle and love on you and embrace you in a way that they've looked at you as family.
Right.
And for you to go back and kill this man like that.
Break that trust. Break that bond.
Like they get that. Do you know the reward for finding him is $100,000?
Oh, wow.
Alex and them putting up $100,000 to find him.
They need to.
They should.
Yeah.
Because not only did we trust you around our family, we trusted you to get in our business. We trust you to get in our business. You were around this man every night at the club. Because guess what? They included you so much so you can get some money.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They included you so you could be a part of what they had going on, and they didn't have to worry about you doing anything to them because you touching money too.
Right. They put him on.
You understand what I'm
fed
saying?
That man.
So for you to turn around, because this was the thing. When they said that he was killed early in the morning, I think it was February the 5th. He killed early in the morning at the club, on the outside of the club. I knew then that it had to be somebody who freaking knew him, because why would he even feel comfortable going outside the club? Once you get a nigga out,
right,
you good. So for him to go outside the club, you had to be somebody that could get close to him.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback on this. I think nowadays, well, in this generation, maybe they throw that term brother out there a little bit too loosely, because when I hear that I'm my brother's keeper, that mean like till death. That's like we locked in, ain't nothing gonna split that bond. Not with me and my blood brother. So I just think, he was just somebody latched on hating, use that term to get actually closer to deceive, to be able to get the more money.
That I was finna say, I think what happened with him, only because I know him from a prior situation. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. You can call in too. 678-740-9894. But yes, so what happens is, you can I'm pretty sure that now that he looked back, because if you had read that caption of what he said under that picture, I had to repost the caption, because like Alex is all the way thrown off because you let a nigga get this close to you, and this is what he do. You take my brother, you take my blood brother. Yeah. I had to repost it, but I want to just kind of, I do.
Yeah, some people play the role. It's like they audition for their brother.
And that's what I think he did. And he was like, to my brother's killer, Jonathan David, also known as Sodo. How did this happen? I trusted you. Anybody that know me knows I keep a small circle, but I let you in. I trusted you with my family. You've been around me for over 20 years. Always took care of you. You would get drunk and get kicked out of the club, but we worked it out because I saw you as family. I would always find ways that you could eat with me. Traveling and partying and celebrating life together just for you to take my little brother's life? What the fuck happened, Soto? You know Mike's family, his wife, their children. How could you do this? How could I not have seen the envy in your eyes? How could I not have felt the jealousy in your heart? I wish I had. I wish I knew, but I didn't. And now my family and I are paying the ultimate price, and I just can't understand why. You executed my brother in front of the club, in front of people, and walked home like it was nothing. You had so much hate in your heart that you stomped him in the head as his body laid on the ground. My family deserves to know why you did this. Even when me and my brother had our issues, he always took care of you. He always showed you love because you were my friend, so he never switched up on you. I keep replaying this shit in my head over and over, and I still can't believe you did this. I can't describe what it's like facing my mother and family, knowing my brother was murdered by someone we trusted. My family would never be the same again. Atlanta and people all over who have supported me over the years, I need you now more than ever. I'm giving a $100,000 reward to anyone with information leading to the arrest of my brother's killer. I need your ultimate love and support. I can't rewind time, but I need my mother and family to feel justice has been served. This is my plea to anyone who knows where Soto is. Please speak up and call the authorities. 404-577-8477. For all the years we spent together, Soto, you fucking gutted me. Do you know how it feels to be betrayed like that?
So I want to rewind back to when he said stomped on his head. If you shoot someone, then you double back to stomp on someone, that's like malicious there.
Come on.
It's already deep seeds of hatred that has been planted in there, possibly for the whole 20-year spread. But from what you read, it just sounds to me like the brother had no indication or idea that this could happen. But I'm quite sure that the deceased person, if you really asked them, they probably would have some type of idea that this could happen to a degree, because I have friends that I've known for over 20-something years, 30 years, and in my mind, I know which one of them would even have the capability of doing something like that, and it would be none, because I wouldn't call them a friend or like a brother for over 20 years if I had any idea something like that would happen. They wouldn't even be an associate. They wouldn't even be in my circle. You have to be able to determine energy that can bounce back on you like that, and you have a sixth sense that I would say that will set off something in the back of your head, even if it isn't 100% clear. Something's going to set off so that you would have an indication.
Well, I wish it was really that easy to be able to notice certain things. So what basically happens is when someone, because you hardly ever feel betrayal from anybody that you don't love, or like that. That's not how betrayal works. It works from the heart. So you meet somebody, you basically meet them and you like, okay, I'm gonna see what this person is like. Da da da. This is coming from me because I know I have a large family. So friends that come in, I can honestly say that's why I could say they're a plus. Like it is what it is. Our family is large enough not to ever need a friend.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you. So when you meet somebody, a lot of times, and you come from love, you don't really know and understand that a motherfucker could really hate you to the point of this. So and I'm gonna speak on this from have been betrayed by somebody that I allowed in my circle. So what basically happens is I honestly feel like God do give you those signs. And when you don't take advantage of those different flags that come, you will end up in a position like this. I thank God that I didn't, but I did end up in a position where I had to beat her up. But I honestly felt like it had to get to that in order for God to be like, hey, fool, she ain't showed you enough.
Yeah.
She ain't showed you enough. So when it got to the point where I had to kick her ass, then I knew, bitch, you got to get away from around me because I don't even be out here fighting like that.
Right.
So if I felt compelled to knock you out, then yeah, you got to get out from around me.
We got problems.
From what I read, it was some times when that nigga should have been out from around them. You understand what I'm saying? It's been time, because see, one thing about it, I know for a fact I can't deal with drunk people. I ain't drunk.
Okay, exactly.
Most times I ain't drunk. And most people can't. Most times, in most cases, can't nobody deal with a drunk motherfucker but another drunk motherfucker.
Yep.
And if I'm at work, I ain't drunk.
Right.
So if you drunk and you showing your ass and you doing all of this and we got to put you up out of here, bro, it's a problem. Because how did you even get that drunk at work?
At work.
What are you doing?
Damn.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
Nothing serious.
4, 5 in the morning, you still drinking?
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't tired.
My name show say your circle got to be small and protected at all times.
Man, at all times. I don't hang with nobody but my daughters, for real. My daughters and my son, that's really who I hang with now. My brothers. But on some real nigga shit, I don't hang with no whole lot of people. That's why I don't go a whole lot of different places. If none of them ain't available to go, I don't even go. I just be like, all right. If it's like the other day, I did go to Benny's event, and the only reason I went there by myself was because of where it was.
Right.
It was, you know what I'm saying? So it was straight, and and I think I talked to my kid the whole time I was there.
Yeah.
They were like, "Dang, we finna stop by there," and I was like, "It ain't." Yeah.
Man, my observation game is strong, so it's like, what kind of vices does this person have? How do they treat people around them? What areas are they always in?
See, that's the thing. You don't really know. You don't really know.
All the time.
You don't really know. You don't know till you know. And the thing about it is, because I feel you on that. Like now, because I have had I cut off a whole 30-year friendship and gave no fucks about it because she started dealing with a dude that had crossed me. So I'm not gonna tell you not to mess with your dude. I'm gonna move out the way.
Right.
Mess with your dude, do what you do. But this nigga done showed you his character. This man done showed you who he was by dealing with me, and I wasn't even romantically involved with him.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what he doing to women that really like him for real. You understand what I'm saying? He was a partner to me.
Right.
We were supposed to been getting money together. So I can only imagine if a woman liked him, what he was doing.
But see, you just saying some of the secrets and the keys. You said based off what he doing, you wondering what someone else that like him would be doing. So to me, I wouldn't mess with neither one of them. You just eliminated two people.
My point
because
exactly.
If this man crazy as hell from my observation, and you allowing it, and y'all two people.
And you exactly.
So now,
let me get out the way.
Both of them. And I don't even have to experience nothing from either one of them.
Not even to mention the person that I walked away from was still partners with the girl that I beat up for her.
Oh wow.
So get what? I don't want to deal with none of y'all.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. But bitches, I would not. Boy, who?
It sounds like they keep up mess. They recycle the mess.
Yeah, I've never had a circle. I've never been that type of. I mean, I've had friends when I was growing up, but
not cliquish though.
Yeah, I've never been that person. I don't know what it is. I just never have. I've always just been myself. Like like even this, when we do this, I don't necessarily need a bunch of folks. I don't I don't need to hang around, but I don't even need to go outside really. I'm good inside. When I have to go to Walmart, I'm like, dang, I gotta go. But I have anxiety with crowds. So, but when I go to Walmart, I'm like, dang, I gotta go to Walmart. I'm good in the house. It's safe in the house. Like my name show said, outside is overrated.
Right, super overrated.
Right.
Not only is outside overrated, it's expensive as hell.
Right.
Yeah, every time you leave, you got to spend some money. And then is it positive sometimes where I'm going? I mean, a lot of times when you just step outside the house and you go somewhere that you possibly didn't even really have to go to, or you could have waited a little bit later, and you have a negative experience there, or somebody throwing up, pissing all over the place, or cursing, getting in the fight, yelling on the phone. You're like, man, I really didn't even have to expose myself to this
Right. Straight up.
Yeah.
It didn't, like, for real, it didn't have to happen. But
Nope.
the one thing that I can say is, it's just really, it's really disheartening to know that there's people out here that will do the unthinkable just because they can.
Yeah, they do that because they can, and sometimes because they want attention. And I mean, it's sad. It doesn't seem like it's stopping. It seems like it's getting worse.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the thing about it is it's pretty much getting worse.
Yeah. I need you to move that mic down from your face a little bit, bro.
For
just
what?
down, just so. There we go.
Why is he sounding muffled?
No, it's just that people can't see his face on the camera.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
All we see is microphone.
Oh, okay. Microphone.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so
I
it's
know who they talking to.
yeah, so it's just a lot, man. So I said all that to say, if y'all know what Soto is, turn his ass in for one.
Get the money, turn them in.
Yeah, like one thing about it, money talk, and I think if the right person know where he at, not really the right person, but
Somebody know where.
Well, the thing about it is like this. So when I put the post up, I had a whole lot of comments, and this girl was like, if he done made it to the DR, ain't no telling where he is at this point. And I was like, for him to kill that man in front of people, and they knew it was him, I doubt it very seriously if his ass done made it to the DR. Like how?
That seems spur of the moment,
if he was getting money with
spontaneous.
them and making money, he probably had some money.
No, I'm not talking about money wise. I'm saying like, how would you get through the airport? Like,
well, if they didn't know who it was when he left, I mean, you could buy.
He would have literally had to catch a flight as soon as he did it.
Isn't that possible? Like, isn't that like literally possible that he could have went straight to the airport? Because you got to think about it. Somebody saw him. They didn't grab him.
Clearly, he lived close by because he walked home.
Right. That's another thing.
But if he did, he didn't buy he couldn't have bought the ticket under his name.
And he didn't even go.
That's what I'm saying.
He probably didn't go home. But did they have a bulletin out on him that within those few hours? I mean, like,
That's what I'm saying.
like within that 24 hours they had. Who did they actually know who it was?
They knew who.
How many hours did it take though?
The people knew who he was, but I don't know how long it took for them to issue warrants and all that stuff.
Because the police would have to do that in order for him to be stopped at the airport. And if the police, even though people saying it was him, they still gonna say, well, we gotta investigate to make sure it was. You get what I'm saying? So it's a little time that's gotta be taken.
Yeah,
there.
And then when you pull those cameras too, it take a little minute
right,
too.
to go back through them, look at it and see, make sure it's right, all that. So you talking about hours?
Cause I think that's how they even found out that the shit that he did after he hit and killed him.
Right.
Like my thing is, why is there so much malice in your heart, and why are you out here wilding like that? You know what I'm saying? Like over with somebody, and like I said, that hatred probably been there. Because when I thought about my own situation, I was like, that child been in competition with me. I don't know why.
Well, most of the times, I mean, and that's the sad part about it. The hatred be because either somebody has more money than somebody else, either more women or more men, or they have more going on that's positive or considered to be better than maybe the next person. But if I see somebody having more than me, I'm like, can you teach me some secrets or something? Maybe throw me an opportunity to help so we can combine and unite. Or, I mean, I'm just going to salute and let you do your own thing. But I'm definitely not going to sit back and throw no salt on you. I'm not going to sit up here and talk bad and try to get some other people to mask up and do something to you.
You would be surprised how many would, though.
Of course,
and
a lot.
I'm going to tell you something. I dated somebody that I told home will hurt you. You got somebody around you that will hurt you.
Wow, and they didn't even know.
He was like, no, I don't think I ain't say nothing else after that. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, you better listen to that.
Let me tell you something. If when I feel a certain way about somebody, I'ma say it and I'ma keep it pushing. But what I got from the engagement with him, yeah, he feel like you got way more than him. Now a person don't even have to know how much you got.
Exactly.
For them to feel like you got more than them.
For them to think it.
For them to think it. And exactly. So I kept, when I was around him, I was like, oh no. I was like, man, home will take you the fuck out. Let me just go there.
Let me just slide that in here.
For real.
Slick say that people can work right next to you, right beside you, and be in competition. And
Yes, ma'am.
Hate you. Again, jealousy is a bad MF.
It is, and that's why I don't even, once I figure out somebody in competition with me, because a lot of times it take me a little longer than the average person because I ain't never in competition with nobody.
Yeah,
so if I finally pick up on it and see that,
I don't even be competition. I don't even know it's competition. The vibe for me is
that's what I'm saying. I don't either. So if I pick up on it, then bitch, you getting out of line.
Yeah, it'd be the vibe for me. It's like, man, why am I stressing over this? Like, you just be like, I'm stressing over this motherfucker. Like, it's got to be something else going on, right?
Right, man. Underline it.
I cut people off easily. I don't have any issues with not talking to somebody again.
Man.
None.
When I'm doing something to better myself, I don't have someone else's name or image of their face in my conscience as to try to be better than, you know what I'm saying, it's my goal. When I'm trying to focus on being better, I'm looking at a recipe, a formula, a description of something that I need to be doing, not a person that I'm trying to beat. It just don't make no sense.
Yeah, it don't, but you'll be surprised though, man. A lot of times, man, people been in competition their whole life. Yeah. And this is what I had to realize. Because when people used to be like, y'all was just kind of raised different, I'd be like, how different? And then when they tell me their story, I'm like, whoa, yeah, a lot different. So, a lot of people been in competition their whole lives, whether it was with their mama, whether it was with whoever. Like, we weren't really raised like that. I remember one time, somebody told my mama that I was jealous of one of my cousins because she had long hair. I ain't never had no hair. Not as a little girl. Yes, but my cousin had long hair. And my mama was like, I just don't know because I don't be caring enough.
Right.
And she asked me, she was like, you jealous of such and such because they got long hair? I was like, no. What? No? Because you mama, you buy my hair.
Right.
She looked, she said, you right, I do. Yeah. I be having long hair too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way, but as a child, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, my hair could be long when I wanted to. I honestly, I had never had long hair.
Right.
So, for somebody to even try to implant that, and you feel what I'm saying, or put that on, that's why my mom used to be like, words are very, very powerful. For somebody to even just try to speak that over you, I'm just glad that you the kind of person that you are, because guess what? It didn't work. No. You never seen me do anything mean to my cousin with long hair.
Right.
But guess what? Somebody made her do something mean to me.
Right.
Wow.
Somebody, like for real, one of our other cousins made her do something mean to me. But I never would have done anything mean to her. Yes, I beat her up after she did something to me.
Well, I mean, at that point,
but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. But it's just the whole point of, for somebody to think that like, no. Everybody don't have them kind of issues.
Right.
Man, what I've been learning sometimes is my confidence confuses people.
Of course, it is supposed to.
But see, if someone misinterprets what you have going on, like I could come in, let's say if I'm coming in to work and I'm just quiet trying to actually focus on what I'm doing. Now, I don't need anyone telling me I'm angry because I'm quiet. You see what I'm saying?
And people will do that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What you got going on? It got to be something wrong with you.
You know, and then when you stand on how you are because you're confident, then that angers them, and their confusion starts either turning into some kind of hatred or bias towards you because they feel like they can't relate to what you have going on. Thank you.
And it's like,
yep, exactly.
no.
Insinuations.
Yeah, like and the thing about it is, sometimes when people are quiet, it could be something that they're trying to accomplish, a personal goal that they're trying to accomplish. It could be anything. Don't always think the negative that something is wrong.
Yep.
Because somebody is being quiet.
Wow. Oh, they just don't want to talk to you.
Exactly.
Hey, man, y'all
I just talked about that. Like when my social battery is going low. So let me tell y'all what happened the other day. This is what this gonna tickle y'all a little bit. So one of my favorite cousins had a birthday party Friday night, right?
Okay.
So they but I like my social battery was almost depleted. So I'm one of them kind of people where my social battery going low, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going out nowhere because somebody gonna get on my nerve and I'm be done slap their ass. So no, I like to be around people that can recharge me, kind of like help me rejuvenate. You know, like build it back. You know, whatever.
It's a little bit lit.
And and one of my daughters was at home with me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here with Young tonight. But this was the kicker. I looked on their somebody's live or something that was there, and this a person there that I don't deal with.
Wow.
Period, right? So I started laughing. I said, you know one thing about God, he got a good sense of humor.
Right.
You know, I don't deal with shouting. That's why he made me where I didn't feel like going no way.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I had been, the craziest thing was, I had been trying to hook up with my cousin all week. Tuesday, I hit him up like, hey, where we at? Where we going? He was like, man, shoot, I'm going to do something later on. He never called me later on. So I was like, okay, cool. That Wednesday and Thursday, I'm like, hey, bro, what you doing? So finally, he sent me a text message saying, Friday, did what we doing. Friday got here, it wasn't what I was doing.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
It
it did. But then when I seen the person,
Like,
there, I said, that's exactly what happened. Kind of weird how it worked, but my protection worked different.
Right.
And I had to tell people that, like, that's why I didn't go. So, and I'm like, if you know I don't deal with you, I'm just trying to understand, why do you want to be around my family? You the reason I don't deal with you.
Yeah.
So what?
You'd be surprised.
What am I missing? Why would you want to be around
make you deal with me.
my family?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I said plot twist.
Right.
She probably like, oh dang, Dawn ain't coming, and I ain't.
I'll make you deal with me. You
Baby.
You ain't gonna miss this one.
This is the thing.
This your
If I had
favorite
showed
cousin.
up and you were there, I would have left anyway.
This her favorite cousin. She
She gonna be here. Right.
gotta see
Negative plot twist, bitch. Didn't make it.
My social battery was charged to the max because it was payday Friday. But I ran home because I wanted to have some more money by Monday.
Right. Cause one thing about it, you get in them streets.
It's over with.
It's hard for me
It's a
when
wrap.
people ask me to go. I don't always want to be the person to say I don't want to go. So I try to be like, all right, we gonna go, because most of the time I won't be wanting to go. I don't like being around folks like that. And a lot of the folks that I'm around, I don't really. I mean, I know them, but you know what I'm saying.
You again? Come on, man.
Yeah.
We ain't really got.
I put up a post one time, cause Slick, we go out, and I put up a post. I said I want to do. My friend see me say, damn, she brought that motherfucker again.
I'm sure.
Right.
How did we get here?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Like, but see, I'm one of these kind of people right here. It's very sad. Like, if I know you're a person that don't really want to be there, you ain't gonna be there, not with me.
Right.
I'm just like no.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be the reason you damn there.
Right.
Like, if you tell me you want to be there, then that's something different. But I very seldom be the reason you there. If you like for real, like when I hit y'all up about Queen shit, I'm like, okay. When you said I don't know what
Right.
Look here.
No, I was gonna come to that though, but
Yeah.
it was just too much, because sometimes you got to do things in order to make things successful. But when you got so many things lined up in that
Hey
one
man,
day,
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's hardly ever.
It wasn't the point I didn't want to be there. It was just I couldn't see my way through it.
No. What I'm saying is, like, I'm one of them kind of people where I get it.
Yeah.
That's just like the person that was at my cousin's birthday party. This crazy motherfucker started talking to me because they missed my birthday party one year, right? It was the craziest thing ever. I had a birthday party at JR Cricket. Y'all came to a lab, and it wasn't. Like, I'm one of them kind of people where I celebrate with who's there.
Right.
I don't be caring about. That's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm one of them. I'm one of the people that I'm seriously one of those people that if you don't make it, I get it. Life be lifing.
Yeah.
I understand if you don't make it. Like, but because their birthday was a month prior, and I made a lot of sacrifices to celebrate their birthday with them, I guess they felt a certain type of way because they couldn't make it to my birthday. I don't know. It didn't matter, but certain things matter to me that don't matter to them. So I'm explaining to them, baby, it don't matter. Like, you didn't make it, let's hang out some other time. I just don't care. I celebrate with who's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just be weird. People be having weird
It
bitch
sounds
energy.
like we going right back to that competing again, man.
That's what I'm
They be
saying.
mad,
Weird energy.
Competing, who gonna do what at what person's party?
Like,
Man, you'll be surprised.
I got you this gift. I need a gift. I got your son this gift. You ain't get my son this. All this other.
You might not have
She was
it.
doing you to the punch. She thought you were gonna be mad, so she was gonna be mad before you.
Exactly. and there was a plot twist again because I never got mad.
Right.
So it's like, you ain't get mad?
Right. I'm gonna be mad before her.
But now,
Right.
this is what's funny to me, and I don't know how to think on this sometimes. Like, how much of a friend are you if you willing to end the friendship because you didn't do something the way that you should have been doing it? And I ain't said nothing from the beginning.
Man,
like, you just offed yourself off.
Let
I
me
ain't
tell you
complaining
something.
not one bit.
I'm one of them kind of people where I know my protection works a certain type of way, right?
So that's what
So
it
it be a protection for me.
I see.
Sometimes I can't see it. Well, I can see it, but a lot of times other people don't see it like that. So one of my other partners was like, "Man, you went through a lot to get to go hang with her. You know what I'm saying? You had jet jumped off a plane. You had and you went right in to go and celebrate with her." That's what I did. I didn't do it for her to return that favor, though.
Right.
That ain't why I did it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do that to.
Well, she was saying herself, man, she jumped off a plane. She did such and such.
Yeah.
I know she gonna
That's
be mad.
me,
so I'm
though.
just gonna give
You
me
know,
But
I
that's what-
told you what I would do.
This is the thing. I'm one of them kind of people where if I do something, I do it more so for me. I do it more so for me because if the outcome is not what I expect, guess who I'm gonna be mad at?
You.
Me.
Right.
Yep.
Like but I do that with all aspects of life though. Like I do that. I apply that particular energy. I do that in every aspect. Like I do it for me.
It's less disappointment for other people.
Thank you.
Right.
So when something don't go the way it was planned, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that because that's my sense of protection. So if somebody if you get mad at me because you couldn't make it to my birthday party,
What's wrong with you?
This was meant to happen.
it was meant. Thank you.
It was meant to happen.
So what I get out of situations a lot of times, other people don't understand it, and I would be mad at. Baby, you could be mad all you want to. I'm not finna be walking around mad.
Yeah. I'm too busy enjoying myself, man.
That's
It's
what
my
I'm saying. Like
birthday
I'm
or
not
whatever
doing
we got
that.
going on.
I'm not. I've never been that person. Either you can come or you can't.
And I'm definitely not keeping tabs. I ain't got no list on who didn't come.
Right.
Trust me, man.
Right.
Even if you can't make it and didn't tell me you couldn't make it, I'm good on that. It's not gonna,
hold on, I'm gonna give you a little caveat to that.
Oh, caveat,
But if I'm
okay.
constantly the one that's doing,
I mean,
and
well,
you
know,
ain't never
reciprocation.
doing,
What?
I
Then
mean,
I'm gonna pump my
constantly,
brakes.
I gotta pump and now I'm not saying it's a competition.
Yeah,
but I gotta pump my brakes a little bit.
But once again,
You giving energy to avoided space.
Right.
my point,
not
my
gonna apply
thing
it into
again.
your
Exactly.
Reciprocity is a necessity in a friendship, relationship, companionship, roadship, that damn ship, whatever kind of ship.
Right.
good ship.
Good ship. Come on now. And you need reciprocity. So if I see, excuse me, if I see I'm the only one that's constantly doing certain things, either, because see, some people you just know that's just not them.
Right.
Like my friends know I don't give good gifts. I don't even like to shop.
Right.
So yeah, me sending you a cash out or me doing something else other than having to go out there and shop for you is my love language. I hate shopping for me. So there are certain things that my friends gonna know. Well, I know that bitch ain't gonna do that because guess what? She ain't even finna go in the store.
Right.
So I do things. So when you know a person, certain things work out in your. You know what I'm saying? It just works out for you.
Yep.
I got friends that love to shop.
Boy, do I too.
They love to shop, but they know not to expect that from me. Cause I don't like that. I don't like to shop. You like to shop, baby. That's your love language. I'ma do something else.
Right.
Straight up, and that's just what it is. So that's why when I think about reciprocity, I think about it in terms of it may not come back the way that you gave it. It may not come back the way that you gave it because that's not that person's love language. But if I can see what you mean in draining, and not nothing ever coming back, then that's something totally different.
I don't need you to fill me up like I'm filling you up, but dang.
But I don't be around people like that.
And I was gonna say that to say this. Look, Lab, I had to tinker around with my formula as well because I'm a giver and I'm a helper, but I had to master the art of how to do it. Because there's a when,
you're an enabler,
a who, and a how to help somebody. If you master that and you can do it properly, you can even become successful by simply helping the right people. But when you're dumping that energy, that time, that emotion, that feeling, or them finances in someone, like she said, that I'm going to either enable, someone that's not going to give it back, someone that's not even going to understand what I've done, someone that probably ain't even going to see it, then it's actually going to probably hinder both of us, and it's definitely going to hurt me more.
Correct. And see, a lot of times people are like, no, don't bring zodiac signs up. I'm gonna always bring zodiac signs up if it applies. So Virgos are natural enablers.
Oh wow.
That's something that most people may not even realize, but most Virgos, male and female, are natural enablers because they want to make sure everybody around them is okay.
It's good, right.
They want to make sure everybody's okay. And that's a part of who you are. But as you mature and you get older, you do come up with the formula because guess what? You're tired of getting hurt for one.
Yep.
You're tired of people just taking, and you're having to learn different ways to replenish yourself that don't include them.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, at what point am I going to learn? So what you learn is not to want to control everything. Now because at one time you wanted to control it because you wanted to make sure everybody was okay. But you have to have a certain amount of control for that. But as you get older, you realize, I ain't got to control that.
Yeah, you're right.
Either.
Right.
Shit, and all that. You know what? I like this little piece I get from not being in charge of everything.
Yep.
Link to that energy. Because when you try to control someone, if what they're doing goes wrong, but you're trying to control, you're now affected.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And people don't really understand that, but that is something that a lot of you all, that's a part of who you guys are. That's a part of your, honestly, your makeup. And this is the thing. It ain't because I've been studying astrology that I know this. I'm raising a Virgo. Let me just say that.
Okay.
My father was a Virgo. Right. My oldest brother is a Virgo. So these are traits that I see amongst people that I love and know.
And as you seeing them at different ages and generations too, so you can definitely piece them together.
Thank you. Right. So as time progresses, you figure out how to not enable people in a sense where it backfires on you and it sends
I'm enabling myself.
Exactly. And you learn that.
Yeah, disabling myself. By enabling others.
You learn that, and that's a part, and that's really, really good. So you do change your formula.
Oh hell yeah, I have to. I surely do. I replenish like we were talking about, and I rejuvenate, and I sit back. Sometimes I gotta take people out of my circle. Sometimes I have to add some people in. Sometimes I just remove myself from the circle all the way together and just
see. That's what I'm well known for. I don't ever want a person to change what they got going on. I remove myself.
Yeah.
So
I'm a change because it's easier to hit me before it is get you.
Exactly. I don't ever want a person to feel like they had to change or do something different because of me. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't fuck with it though. So I'm exit stage left, and I'm gonna go on about my business. I'm not mad. This is the part that most people don't get though. I'm not mad at you. Cause see, I'm one of them people that accept people for who they are. but I won't deal with you for that same reason. So in order for me to stay grounded, I remove myself. I remove myself and just don't look back. And a lot of times, you're ghosting people. I am.
Yeah, everybody that
I am the ghoster.
You know what I found out? Just being silent for people just irks the hell out of them. And I'm like, wait a minute now. You want to control somebody so bad that if they say something to you, you upset and you want to go back and forth with what they say.
Right.
But then when they decide they want to take the quiet route, that burns you up even more.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, I mean, being absent sometimes helps me.
I'm-
Y'all deal with that. Yep.
It is, but I know for myself, I am a ghoster. I will get the hell on when I will, and that's why I tell. That's why if I ever get ghosted, I don't even care because I understand. No, seriously, because I understand something happened and you didn't like it. Something made you not like, and I get it.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
Just don't try to circle the block. That's where the problem come in. Cause see, I'm a ghoster, and I just have a mental funeral for your ass. See,
course, I like
other
that.
folk be ghosters,
mental
and they
funeral.
try to circle the block.
Yeah,
and it's
want to come
like,
back and almost rationalize the ghost.
and then
argue the
look,
ghost.
exactly. And then I got to show you how to really do the ghosting.
Yeah.
Now here I am, got to teach you this damn lesson. I don't feel like doing all that. Here I am, got to teach you how to be a real ghoster.
Yeah, is that ghost?
Show you how it really go, right?
I stopped talking to you, cuz. I don't care why you stop talking to me.
Let me tell you something. I am not the one you go to for closure.
Right.
Oh wow.
I'm okay with no closure.
Right.
Hey,
You know, most women be like, I need closure. No, I don't need it.
that's one of the best
good.
methods of that. No closure to a degree.
It's a
because
setup.
If you have exactly,
It's set up. Because if someone ghosts you like that with the no closure, best believe they done made the door closed a long time ago anyway, man.
Exactly.
The actions just catching up with the thoughts and the
People know what
emotions
they
and the
do,
feelings.
yeah.
Exactly.
People know what they did, why you ghosted. If you ghosted and stop talking to somebody, they know why.
Let me
They
tell you
know
So a
something.
lot of times they be deserving it.
And they know
know
it. See,
exactly
and
why
see,
you did it.
but see, this is the thing. How the way the human mind works sometimes is they know what they've done, but because you didn't speak on it or because you didn't make it known as to that's what it was that made you do what you do, it bothers them until it actually comes out of your mouth or until. And I'm not the person. I'm not, baby. Who?
But see, them the kind of people that's upset if you say it or if you don't. Because they got a bone
Exactly.
to pick regardless.
Because, but it's something personal.
You're right, exactly. And so now, when it get like that, I don't say nothing. So now you can't go back with me about it. You can only just simmer in why he ain't saying nothing, and still be mad about the initial thing, but not.
But
the
that
reasons
goes
into
to
it.
guilt, right?
Yeah.
So when you know that you've been doing something, you ain't got no business, and you don't feel like the other person found out about it, they don't know about it, why are they acting funny?
Right.
You don't know that the energy that you're giving them, they might not know right offhand,
But they picking it up.
but they picking up this, and like, I don't know. I'm a prime example. This is the God honest truth. And I look back at it and I just be like, that is crazy. I stopped liking Aria's daddy, right? She was little. She had to be about 1. I just completely stopped liking him. I was like, nigga, I don't like you.
Damn, I don't like
Like,
you.
I was like, what happened? Look, slow, what happened? I don't like him. Couldn't understand it, right? So it wasn't until years later that we found out Aria had a little sister that was born during the time that he and I was together.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I wasn't tuned in back then.
Right,
I didn't know what the hell happened because I was like, man, home get on my nerves so bad. Like, it was just, I'm talking about it was instant.
It was you.
But I'm looking at it like you caught it at 1 year old instead of like 7, 8, 9, or 10. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it wasn't quite. I caught it at like she was probably about 2.
Okay.
When I was just like, I don't really
not
care for
clicking.
home. Like, home ain't doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know what it was, but I was just like, he ain't doing it. But I didn't understand it was that energy, right? So when we found out that he had a sister and we did the calculations, I said that makes sense because that was right around the time when I was looking for an escape route.
Escape route. I no.
Dead serious.
Right, skate route, huh?
Yeah, because I
That
didn't.
sounds like a situation, not a relationship.
I'm one of them kind of people where I don't stick around in relationships. If I get to the point where I don't like being around you, I'm not the one to stick it out. I'm sorry. That's one of the main reasons I ain't never been married. Cause I know me. If I get to the point where I don't like you,
At least you know.
I know seriously.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's one of the reasons why I have yet to be involved with somebody that have made me change my mind about that.
Right.
So like, if you're a person where I get to the point where I don't like you or don't want to be around you, it ain't no coming back from that.
Right.
And who in the hell I don't want to go through no divorce. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be able to pack my bags or move, and you just be like, so where y'all move to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that versus, because my goal is always to make it out alive.
Yeah.
Say move and you be surprised that I didn't move.
Yeah, like for real. And that's what happened. Because I was looking for an escape route, but when I calculated, and when we found out that she had a little sister, he was like, you mad at me? I was like, so you want me to dig to find some feelings to be mad at you about a baby that you had?
Yeah. But that love, that sticking around can dig a hole deeper for you.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not her.
Especially
And I really hate that to a certain extent.
Speaking from,
But no, I'm not sticking around.
I wasn't dependent for it. It was just that love thing. Like, you know, that thing. We ain't gonna go into that, but that thing right there, man.
Well, we got to, because Love Day is Tuesday, and we got to tap into some things about Love Day.
Right.
But
Love Day.
yeah, like I'm not that person. Like I'm not gonna stick around. Like I'm not gonna stick around for the kids. None of that. Like, and to this day, and this is the God honest truth. That's why the men that I decided to have children with do not like me to this day, because I wasn't a stick around. Like, I'm not a ride or die chick.
Right.
I'm not her.
You gonna ride, but that thing you got to do it
Yeah,
wrong.
like I need to know why we got to die. I need to know why the fuck is you doing that so we can die.
Right.
I need to know the
Why you doing
Why I
specifics.
gotta be involved with
Right.
your
I need to
part?
know why am I being affected by your decision. It's a lot to go along with that.
Right.
I just
And
know
it's like I'm not her.
Right.
life too short to be mistreated, so I'm not gonna be
And-
around
and-
anyone slowing me up with all that.
hindering me.
Well,
if
you
you my
discovered
option
it
early.
by my side, that makes no sense.
You discovered it early. I didn't discover it till later on. Like I'm first. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm first. If
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. If I want to talk to you about it, I'm not gonna talk to you about it. I just don't have. I guess it's the older age, with me being 52. I just don't have the patience for that now. Like, it's like, I don't care. It's like I'm not gonna let anything affect my feelings for anything. Period.
And that's right. Like you heard that phrase, like a happy wife, a happy life. But
I said happy me, a happy
Thank
life.
you.
But
Because
see,
your
I
wife
say a
just wants
happy
you
spouse
happy.
is a happy house. Like, I'm one of
both
them
should be
kind of people where both people should be happy.
Thank you.
Like,
Exactly.
this is the thing right here. I know for me, I know my happiness don't come from no relationships, and my happiness don't come from other people, stuff like that. My happiness is from within.
what you generate.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why when I know when my happiness is being kind of like affected, I know that a person can't fix it,
Yeah.
but a person can kind of like pour into me what needs to be poured, but they can't fix it. So I wouldn't depend on my mate to fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't need for you to get on my goddamn nerves no more.
I'm fixing
Yeah.
it.
While I'm trying to fix
Understand
it.
you while you have your space to
Yeah.
get right back in the zone you need, and
Yeah.
not be offended by it and think that it's a trust issue because they can't help you with what you have going on at
Right.
the time. I get that.
And that's why a lot of times I get it, and I do feel like to a certain extent I do attract mental patients to a certain extent.
Oh.
Because I get it. No, seriously, because I get it. So like a lot of times I will. Like I'm looking back at the men that I have dealt with over the years. They have had some sort of something going on that that attracted me. And I'm cool with that because I get it. When you don't want to be bothered, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some things that I will put into play that I know you don't really want to be bothered, But if what you need a hug, you need to cuddle, like what you want to do, like I get it. Whereas another woman be done not fired there because what is wrong with you? You got me. What is I'll trigger them into falling into something.
A trap.
Yeah.
Argument trap.
Man, fuck you.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. And then it go from there. You feel what I'm saying? Change the whole energy. So now you was depressed about some shit at the job. Now you're mad because this heifer didn't get it.
Right.
Yep.
Like, so it's a lot to go into that.
Right.
So that's why I say, so y'all know Tuesday is Valentine's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all say it like that? Y'all don't sound too enthusiastic.
That thing has gone out of hand with the commercial and the commercialism of
What y'all?
Yeah, exactly.
Before y'all answer anything,
Yeah.
what could a man appreciate for Valentine's Day?
I don't think Valentine's Day is for men.
You don't.
Yeah, to
I
be
think
honest.
Valentine's Day is for women. It's a woman's holiday.
Why?
Woman's day. Because generally, for us men, well, let me speak for me. I'm good if I'm with you and I'm around you. We talking, we having a good time. I don't necessarily need a gift if we having good, we ain't having no real disputes. We doing our thing. I'm good with that. I don't really need a holiday or anything like that. And I'm not trying to sound, status quo, but what I'm saying is, it could come and go, and I won't even realize it. Like, it's just not. I mean, now if you get me a gift, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna do my damnedest to get one for you, and we gonna exchange.
But what
if it goes by without no gifts, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I'm good like that with most holidays. Like I'm good.
Me too.
Like, I don't celebrate holidays, so it'd be a little bit different.
Wow.
And the men that I deal with, they be looking at me like I'm crazy because, I ain't got to go all out for. No, you don't. And I always tell people, like, my daddy was buried on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So if we do something, I don't need no gift. We can just do something, like just to switch up the mood or something. But I don't need all that. I don't do any holidays
If
though.
I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm loving you every day.
Yeah.
I'm literally.
Yeah.
If I'm in love with you, I'm literally loving you.
Right.
I'm
It
trying to
doesn't
figure
take
out what
one
makes
day
you-
for
what
you
makes
to.
you feel
Yeah.
good. I'm trying to
Exactly.
figure out what makes you happy.
Yeah.
I am a person who wants you to feel good. So I'm gonna
provider.
cook. I'm always gonna cook. I'm always gonna
Yeah.
make sure you good. There's not gonna be a day that say, "Oh, I need to cook for her today." I'm always gonna cook. I don't need a person who's in a relationship with me to do anything for me. I can cook. I can clean. I know how to wash my clothes. I know how to iron. I know how to do everything that she can do, and so I probably can do it better. I don't need you for that. What I need you for is when I come home and I want to lay down next to you and rub up against you, you there. Or when I want to talk shit, you know how to talk shit back. You ain't sensitive because I'm talking shit to you, and
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that is what I need. I don't necessarily need a gift because like I said, I'm loving on you every day. I mean, literally, I'm loving on you. Even when I'm asleep, I'm loving on you because I'm thinking about you.
Right. I get it. But it's just really ironic that you saying that you feel like Valentine's Day is a woman's holiday.
It is. It's for women. It's for women. I mean, men y'all can call in and y'all can chime in. The number 678-740-9894. But I'm telling you, it's a woman's holiday.
Do you think Valentine's Day is a woman's holiday too, Eddie?
I think it's more of a couples type thing or whatever, but in that perspective, man, couple with the
Stop
man.
giving the political
No,
correct
I'm
answer.
finna say, look,
it's a couple's holiday. Women forward.
With the man trying to cater to the woman, but
I'm usually like, man, if she happy, I'm happy, and I'm trying to make her happy every day. So it don't need no 14 for me to put a highlight on it.
I really feel like whoever took the 29th and the 30th should have took the 14th too.
Take every day.
My name shall say, it's not for men. That shit that comes with expected Valentine's Day is just weird, and it has a love you only on 2-day vibe.
Right.
I feel them.
He said that shit is weird.
What's weird about it is you're literally waiting on a month to build up to show someone love on a particular day, when that shit should be done 24/7, 365 if it's who you with. So no one day set aside. Now it'd be different if you were like, it's Valentine's Day, man. Let's go overseas or something with it.
My thing
Possibly,
is,
you know what I'm saying?
if you're in a relationship with a nigga, you fucking him, you doing everything that you would do in a relationship, and that nigga only cooking breakfast and dinner for you on that
Valentine's
day.
Day. Oh yeah, you
that
don't
nigga
need
to the
that-
curb.
see,
You don't need yeah, get rid of them.
That nigga need to kick rocks.
I'm
Yeah.
really glad that you said that because I was just about to circle the block, right? And just be like,
about to slide.
if a man only showing me this on that day,
Right.
he ain't my man, no way.
Exactly.
He not for me because I'm one of them kind of people too. When I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
Right.
So it's things that we're doing. First of all, when Valentine's Day come, baby, it don't matter. Because we done did all kind of shit before that.
Right.
We gonna do all kind of shit after that. So
Yep.
like the 14th literally is another day.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, cause
Now I love to see the people get gifts and put them down my timeline and all that kind of stuff. And like I love that, but that ain't no.
It shouldn't be no pressure, and you shouldn't feel no less special if you don't receive
I agree with him
anything
on the
on
pressure. It should be no pressure.
Absolutely
Now,
not.
because it's just literally like, I just feel like if you're in a relationship, you love on that person all the time. Like, you should be anyway.
I
Like,
think
it's
so,
no
too.
thing for me to get up. I say I'm going to the bathroom and go cook breakfast and come back with a whole breakfast and just be like, oh, we eating. Because that's just how I
being
do.
a
That's
player
how I
for your
think.
woman,
Period.
right?
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to say is, oh, she
Yeah.
need to eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. You get what I'm saying? So it's not, you know.
Yeah, I don't necessarily get into it, but I asked on Facebook about some of the things that men could appreciate on Valentine's Day, and a lot of them was like massages.
I can appreciate
Or-
you skipping the fucking day.
Right. Like
Yeah.
cologne and you know what I'm saying and stuff like that. I didn't even ask the ladies what they wanted because like you said, it is catered more towards women. And so let me tell y'all, so because I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so this was about 3 years ago. This dude, he was like, man, so Valentine's Day, just let me take you out, da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't want to go into them crowded places, and man, just let me do it. This particular Valentine's Day, it fell on a Sunday. It fell on the day that we did a show.
Okay.
So he was like, man, you'll already be out. You'll be doing a show, da da da. So I'm like, all right, you got a point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So after the show, whatever, he called me. He was like, man, it'll probably be a little bit later on, you know, before we do anything. So I was like, I doubt it. Honestly, if I get home, I'm gonna be honest with you, we ain't doing nothing. Not on my end. You can take somebody, find somebody else to do it, whatever. But I'm not doing it. So finally, I ended up getting home because I didn't do anything special. I literally came and did the show. We went back home. I wasn't even thinking about Valentine's Day, honestly. So when I get home, he called me. He was like, well, can I get a rain check on us going out today? I was like, yeah, honestly. So moral of the story is I ended up cutting him off because why in the hell did you even disturb my peace with that from the beginning?
Right.
When I
Yeah,
told you,
yeah.
I didn't even want to do nothing from the beginning. Like, bro, what are you
Let it go.
doing? Let it go.
Sound like he guilt
The
tripping or
easiest
something.
answer to me would have been, all right, well, if you decide to change your mind, hit me up later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when I started dealing with him, then at first he was sending messages like, I know you the one said you don't need to celebrate, so why you cut me off? I said, you're missing it. You missed it. It ain't about nothing other than you disturbing my peace.
Right.
My nigga, I did what I was gonna do anyway. And that was nothing.
But
Right.
yeah, hey,
But you was getting on my nerve because what the hell was you calling me for?
Sound like he wanted to try to insinuate something, make something happen. But I know
How?
I keep it simple. If I was in a relationship and somebody asked me what I wanted, I'd just be like, hey man, just wear some provocative lingerie or nothing. And I'm
See,
good.
that's how you know
see,
a guy,
I'm
you
good.
a guy wasn't thinking. See, if you would have said to me, well, I'm going to do the show, I don't really want to do nothing, but I'm going to the house, I would try to figure out a way to get you some food to the house. But what you know, let me
That's
you,
that.
Yeah.
throw
That's
that
want me
what
to bring you
made
something?
sense.
Not even bring you some.
Yeah, you want some
Let me send
wine
you
or
some.
something?
Yeah, I'll pull up on you.
So I ended up cutting
You
him
right
off
about
or
that,
whatever. He
DJ.
was trying. It's just too much.
I know you worked hard at the station today.
Yeah,
You
it's
something
just too
eat?
many
Yeah.
ways
If
to
you
get
wanna
around.
get something,
You getting on my
hit me up later.
nerves
Right.
and disturbing my peace. So bye. So even to the day, like Homa hit me up, be like, I'm just checking on you. I'm like,
I
boy,
call you on Monday.
boy.
Hey, tomorrow Valentine's Day.
Hey, I ain't answering no calls until Wednesday, y'all. Let's let y'all know that now.
Like for real.
got my phone on silent and off.
But you are a visual person. So you like lingerie.
I mean, or nothing.
All men
Yeah.
are visual.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't care
very
what they
visual.
say. All men are
As
visual.
long as my eyes work.
Men lie.
This more talking about long as
Men will lie like a dog. Men are visual creatures.
Oh really?
Why
So
do you think
Yeah.
men want to see asses and titties?
And big
Those
boo-
are
excuse
things
me,
that
y'all
you can
finna
see
make me
without
triple six in here
clothes
now.
being
Hold
on.
on.
Right.
Men are visual creatures. There's nothing like having a big titty woman laying down in bed up under you and doing some things. I'm
So-
sorry, there isn't.
so my my ideal visual is being in lingerie. I don't do lingerie because I don't
it's,
do it. But
it's gonna come off anyway. But I'm
I don't
just
need
saying,
lingerie.
you
You
know,
can be in your
it's
damn
just
long
something that
johns.
you can do.
this
You know
more
that
says your long
You can be in your
john.
long johns
a
and
t-shirt
tank
with no
top.
panties on that work too.
With a
You
rib
know,
on it and a
them little
horse
bitty
name for fried
boy
chicken.
shorts, all that work.
Really?
I don't
A
give fuck.
sundress, no drawers on, all that work. But I'm just saying.
But no, but the thing about
Simple.
it is,
You ain't gotta buy
lingerie
nothing.
sells out. Most people go get into lingerie. I just ain't never really been into it.
I don't
So,
do that shit. I'm a visual person. I'm X-ray visual.
oh, okay. So you can see through the whole outfit. Oh.
Hey,
Waste no money
that
on
too.
lingerie.
But it just, you know, it kind of puts you in that like strip club type vibe type thing. A little bit,
So okay,
you know.
so that would
Or
my
whatever,
my
seduction,
next
you know.
yes, that's what I was just finna say. So the idea of seduction when it comes to cause see this is the thing. See, like let me just say this, cause like you want to set the aura, right? So say for instance you you know you with your person.
Okay.
You with your person. Y'all might be done got an Airbnb or something somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Now I'm not the girl that's gonna have on no lingerie, but I'm be sexy for you, you know,
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
And we're gonna set the ambiance.
That'll work.
And Lav is like, no.
I mean, we at an Airbnb. You take shower, we good, whatever. But let me tell you something. And as men get older, they'll realize this. It's a way you can lay in a bed that'll set the fucking ambiance. I don't give a fuck about no lingerie.
Ah.
You can lay a certain way when the bed and the ambiance be set. You can walk out the shower with a towel on and the ambiance be set. I don't need all that old extra bullshit. You don't need like no candles.
I can
or
take
none
a
of
shot
that
of
shit.
liquor in the ambiance. That's it.
I'm just telling you.
We really don't really be caring about all that. I'm just gonna let you know.
Ah, them
Just smell good. I can tell you
If I
that.
know that you
Then the ambiance is
I know
set.
that you take showers every day, and I know that your
Yeah.
body clean. I ain't never smelt you before in my life. We
Hey.
been together, and I come home, you got on some raggedy ass, torn up long johns and torn up drawers and a raggedy ass t-shirt. The ambiance is fucking
Yep.
set.
If you smell good and breathing, the ambiance is set.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. You can respond. You smell good and breathing. Oh yeah.
And you got
It's
some
set. We might
music
just have to dim the
on?
lights a little
I don't
bit.
even need no music.
Hey,
You don't.
Cause when
I
I like
love
to hear your
music.
voice.
The bed gonna be the music. The
I like
scream.
motherfuckers
But
to
them
talk
boys
to
are
me
the
while
screams.
You
we
know they made a song about
ambiance.
that,
I
though.
like them to talk to me, talk some shit to me.
Oh boy.
Man, I'm coming with the Bluetooth speaker. Like we finna have some
I'ma
fun
say,
fun.
So you want a
Shit
meeting
down.
in the
I can't get
bedroom? You want silk and glitter coming all down and all that, or you just
I
get to it.
don't have to be no
Okay,
glitter
I
and all
finna
that,
say.
but I'm saying like music helps to set the ambiance.
Motherfucker don't even be knowing they be setting the ambiance.
Really?
I be like,
So when you like somebody or when you
Yeah.
love somebody, it's different. It's like it ain't much. It ain't like whatever
my
they
ex-wife used to
do.
buy lingerie all the time. She ain't never need that shit. She liked it for her, cause I ain't never one time say, you need to buy some lingerie. Nuh-uh. Motherfucker walk by me. Like, damn. This ambiance is set like a motherfucker.
So-
we watching cartoons. Ambiance set.
So if she put on the lingerie, you don't be like, oh, you look cute. Like,
Yeah, of course.
You gonna be like, yeah now.
I don't compliment her,
Oh yeah.
but it's not needed. it's not needed. If she gonna put on, it's because she feel like she need to put on. It's not one time I'm gonna say, man, you need to put on some goddamn lingerie. I don't care about that shit.
Right.
I don't care if you be no lingerie with no heels on. I don't care about none of that shit.
But I
Barefoot
guarantee
and
you,
naked is good with me.
if somebody walked past here in some stilettos and some Fenty, yeah, my eyes might be rolling for a second.
I'm gonna tell. See, and like I be wanting to give men pointers sometimes, just sometimes. Sometimes y'all may want to give y'all pointers. Other times y'all may want to pop, 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 pop. Like one thing, a lot of women don't realize that they can appreciate is reassurance. Mm-hmm. So when they do something, when they have on certain things, or when they just say they send you a picture, yeah, they don't gotta be butt ass and naked in the picture,
No,
but
they
you
don't.
know they send you a little cute little picture. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, turn up one time, then shout at you
Right.
cute. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Yeah. But I'm not finna let you look goofy either. Like if you going out somewhere and I'm not going with you or whatever, I'm not finna tell you look cute and I'm like, nah, that outfit might not
No,
be
what I'm saying is when you see something that you like that your
Okay.
mate got on or
Right,
whatever,
right.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
get on that
Wear
feedback.
wear that what you wore that day. Yeah, wear that again, please.
Right.
I like that. That's my favorite right there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
no matter
what.
what it is.
Oh,
But
yeah.
sometimes
It could be a sundress that be
men
like-
don't really understand the goodness of that. And I say that because I just see so many men fumble the ball in that area. And it's like, man, you ain't have to do nothing but give her a compliment or whatever. And that's how you get more of whatever it is that you like.
See, my wife thought she was a superstar enough that she thought she could leave me and get the same.
Right.
Same.
But that's the
reassurance.
thing. Exactly. And that's what it's supposed to be. When y'all are not together again, that's something they're supposed to miss.
But now,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
here's the thing I've been noticing too, though. Like a lot of women will make some complaints about a man not saying something and a man not doing anything, but they don't give that person no type of signals, no hints, no clues, no nothing.
That's what I'm
And-
doing now, AD. I'm giving you guys the
yeah.
blueprint.
Man, but you know these guys ain't gonna catch it, and then I'm saying it might be
I
somebody
told
they
them I'm
just
giving them a
meet.
pointer.
They just be meeting them, and the women they got a list of everything,
No.
and within that day,
See, this is the thing. See, people remember how you make them feel.
That's true.
You always remember that. People remember how you make them feel. So if you know it's something that you like, I'm just gonna go gusto head on oral sex. If you know that you like oral sex and your girl give you good oral sex, then you guess what you gotta do. You gotta let her know, hey, why?
That thing
Why?
you
Well, that ain't you there. Cause guess what? That's gonna make her wanna do it again.
Right.
Now you don't let her know what she done did and how she made you feel. I'm gonna be honest
If you
with
be
you.
like,
Yeah, she gonna be like, oh, well, he didn't like that, so I ain't doing that no more. Now you sitting in a relationship trying to figure out why you ain't getting no head.
right.
And then like, bro, like, I didn't think you liked it. Cause you
you gonna know about that.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna let you guess on that one.
Listen to what I'm
Then,
saying.
yeah.
It's a lot of men that's leaving women guessing on stuff like that.
That's the-
So
Oh,
wow.
that's my whole point in saying, if you got somebody that you're rocking with or that's rocking with you, let them know how they make you feel. It ain't got to be the moochie, smoochy.
Yeah.
It don't have to be that, but you need to be vocal about how they making you feel. Because that's how you get more of it.
Doing and
So-
after.
If they don't know and it comes with confusion, a lot of times they're like, oh shit, I'll wait for them to tell me. So that's when the infidelity. See, it's a lot of things.
They don't know they don't know after we doing it. When in the process, when I look at them, I was like, man, what the fuck?
Hey man,
You trying to
But-
take my soul? What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. But that's my whole point is you can moan, you can groan, it's different ways to let a woman know that you're okay with what they're doing is what I'm saying. If you're silent, if the person don't get a clear read on how they making you feel, they're not going to continue to do the same thing that you're actually enjoying because they don't know that you're enjoying it.
Right.
well, I be paying attention to how she move when I touch a particular spot, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going for that again. Then if that's the case,
My point exactly, but she gave you an indication of that's what she liked.
Right.
What I'm saying is don't miss the mark fellas without giving them an indication of what you actually like. Because some men are not vocal.
I don't know, man.
I'm just telling. This is Valentine's. I'm trying to help you keep your woman.
So we got some problems out there, guys.
Do we have conversation after? Like, when we on the couch, like, girl, you know that shit you did last night? That shit was the bomb.
Absolutely.
Like, talk about it.
Exactly. You can't.
You ain't like that too much what I did that last time because you were kind of cringing up. You know, I'm asking questions.
And then she could be like, oh, nah, I was just caught out guard. That was a reflex.
So you didn't like when I blew bubbles in your butt like
right.
that.
Hey, nah, see, I don't think she's supposed to even try that in the first place. Ain't gonna be no, you didn't like when I was blowing bubbles. That shit's not even gonna come out.
No. Leave that on aisle 9 somewhere.
I was humming in your booty. You ain't like that.
Shit. Like a harmonica on you.
I was shooting my shot in your booty. You ain't like that.
But you didn't get the harmonica done to you.
Right.
But no, for real, you have to be vocal and you have to ask and you have to know.
Slick said she don't want to talk about that shit.
Thank you.
Really?
That's what I'm talking about, Slick. One time.
Really?
Hey.
Yeah. I want to talk about it.
Why you don't want to talk about it?
Slick said she don't want to talk about it.
I mean, not the annoying talk about, but yeah, it's cool to talk about it. Like,
I'm with you, Miss Sly. I want to sit on the couch, be watching TV, and see something on TV like, you know, you did that shit there, said like that on TV.
For real. So what's some Valentine's Day etiquette that y'all want to give people? Like, what are some of the things? Like, we already done said, no pressure, don't stress yourself out about it. But what's some other etiquette that somebody could appreciate coming from us?
I would say, man, just treat each other like you're first in each other's lives.
Yep.
That definitely will help.
Yeah.
Be considerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't do the same. Try your best.
Yeah.
Try your best not to make this holiday the only day that you do something for your woman that out of the norm. If you don't cook, I get it, but try to learn how to cook for later, so that won't be the only day. I mean, learn something from it.
Yeah.
If she loved to wait and see you cook, try to make that happen more than just once a year. Like, try to make that happen. Like, some guys can't cook. I get it. I understand that.
Some women can't cook.
They ain't have to learn how to cook.
Right.
I had to learn how to cook. That's just how I went. So I can cook everything and anything whenever I want. I'm gonna cook for you. This gonna be all year round. So some of this stuff that y'all do on Valentine's Day, y'all need to try to make it
right. Make
more
it
than
more than just Valentine's. See, that's what my etiquette conversation gonna come in at. Make it more than just Valentine's Day. Like, the thing about it is, like Lau said earlier, if he only doing that one day, just being perfectly honest with you, he's not a guy that I'm gonna have around anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna even attempt, you know what I'm saying, to make a person even feel comfortable with thinking that that's just gonna happen once, you know. And another thing about days like Valentine's Day and stuff like that, like, don't allow that to dictate how your dude feel about you or how your woman feel about you.
Or don't compare gifts to what your girl got compared to what your man got you.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, man, why don't some people take a different spin or perspective and twist on it? And since how about you, like, figure out 3 things that you guys have never done before and write them down, each on a sheet of paper, put it in the hat, and pick out one thing to do and choose one out of those 3 things and do that. But it'll be something that you guys have never done maybe in the relationship. So at least this day, if you always treat her like it's special, this day will be something different.
Now, I'm loving the idea of people picking the,
I saw that where they would
the cards.
You want to go out to eat, or you want a gift, or this and that.
Yeah.
That's kind of unique.
I like that. I really do.
Except when both the choices be sucking, I'd be like, man,
right, and then that's something different. But if let me just say this,
it was a comedian who did that on his page.
Oh yeah,
and one of them was Sprite, and the other one was Coke. He pulled Coke, he got a pack of cocaine. He started sniffing.
That joke was so funny. I was like, this
That's a wrong
fool.
Coke, fool.
Right. That is not the right Coke,
Thank
buddy.
you, Chris.
Yeah, he was funny. He
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, like if I ever get in a relationship with somebody that's big on Valentine's Day or day like any holidays, because like I said, I don't do any of them.
Gotcha.
So if I get with somebody that's big on those days, I honestly feel like it should be something that we both want to do. Like it should not be up to the man to just do everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even with paying for it, we both can pay for it because it's something that we're doing together. You feel what I'm saying? Like even if you want to get massages, okay, well you pay for the massages, I pay for the dog. Or you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like I feel like the expenses should be split, not just on solely one person or the relationship. Now that's what I say. If I got to deal with you and you enjoy these holidays like that, because you're not going to get that type of energy from me because I don't care nothing about it. Not even, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even do Christmas. I don't do none of that. Like I enjoy spending time with family versus anything being off work, being away from everything, dealing with work. But as far as celebrating, I ain't gotta do it.
I just think, like I say, it's just too much pressure based on these holidays nowadays. I really be seeing people like, oh man, I might have to pick up some overtime because I got to do this for Christmas. Oh man, I might go, I have to wait on this next check because I got to do this. And I'm like, man, you literally like, this is going to happen again next year, you know. And I'm like, seriously, so you mean to tell me that person that you gave something to 5 years in a row gonna be ungrateful if you miss this 1 year or if you can't get it to them on that day?
Yes.
They just be
They will be. And the sad part about that is though, like if you know y'all financial situation and you know that y'all kind of tight on ends and stuff like that, I can see a man feeling like, okay, I need to do something to get some extra money. I can see that, but at the same time, I think he should just do that just to get ahead anyway, not for no damn holiday.
Okay, exactly.
Like I don't see that being the main reason you working overtime and doing all of that.
People break up over them holidays.
Oh yeah, they do.
People go in debt over a holiday.
They break up over them holidays.
I think a lot of times, but see, I think more so the breakup for is more so because they have put a certain expectation on the situation. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's when you find out about infidelity is during those holidays too. Because if a person is dealing with more than just you, then it's a certain type of energy that's being let off. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of times the other person try to make it seem like, oh, they broke up with me because I ain't get them nothing. No, I broke up with you because your energy was off, and more than likely you bought. And at the end of the day, sometimes you been to find out they did such and such for this person. Now you've been accepting of them not being able to do it because you're in the home with them. You understand that the finances are this tight, But then if you find out they did it for somebody else outside the home, then it's like
the finances tight because they spending it with someone else and can't spend it on you.
Exactly. So don't let people just make you think that that's the only reason why it was cut off and they stopped dealing. It be some more to it. Most times it be some more shit to it. So look, black facts, right? Because we ain't got but a few more minutes on air. So the first black fact that I wanted to talk about was the marijuana. So marijuana was made illegal in 1937 by a man who claimed it was a drug that made white women want to be with black men.
Reefer madness.
Yeah. Y'all familiar with that?
We are, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do y'all think just out of curiosity,
you know it was one of those things that was permeated in that movie back in what movie was that? 1921 Birth of a Nation.
Oh.
That was kind of like the thing where they had the white folks in blackface running through the movie chasing the white women.
Yeah,
and at the mouth
making
like
us look
foaming
like
at the mouth.
savages.
The thing about it is, so Ariel just asked me about the black faces the other day. She said that they're doing something at school in regards to the black faces. So she was asking me about it. I didn't know a whole lot about it. So when you see I don't watch movies either.
It's offensive. Put it
like so
like they had older movies.
They had blackface,
white actors with blackface because the white actors didn't want to be next to black actors.
Oh,
They didn't want to be seen. And then back then you couldn't be black actor couldn't be in the same frame with a black man could be in the same frame with a white woman, or white woman, a white man could be in the same frame with a black woman. So the framing and all that stuff was, it was very prevalent back then. So they had
obvious, blatant.
Yeah.
So you mean it's okay? So I guess the question is, because she asked me, and then she was like, "But I saw black people with the black faces."
Oh, now see, that's kind of with some stereotypes too, with all that shucking and jiving and the cooning per se. But like I mean, you would have some that might put a little bit of white makeup on their lips or something to make the smile look bigger. Or
so it was
add red to the nose, you know, to give it a certain perspective or perception. But I mean, that was still degradation and degrading yourself, and I mean, we sellout type of activity for that.
Yeah, I was just wondering about it because she was like, they showed one part where the white people had the black faces, and then we saw another part where the black people had the black faces. And I'm like, black people have black faces?
And to add some to that, like how the character Buckwheat and stuff, so
Right.
they would try to, how can I say, exaggerate our natural features some, what we think would be, which is beautiful. They want to make fun of it. So with the pigtails and the plaits and the braids and stuff like that, how they would make them stick out in certain ways.
So I'm looking at her message now, and her concern was the reason behind the black faces for whites and blacks different. So you just explained very, very well that they were significantly different.
Different to a degree, meaning like different for me as far as seeing a black person do it and a white person do it. It's still offensive to me. It should be more shameful for a black person to do it, because it's like you're calling yourself Toby,
right,
or something like
you're
that,
mocking.
And it's more offensive for the white person to do it, because like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really just going there with that, like exaggerating and trying to make our lips look like inner tubes and things like that when it's beautiful, you know. So
because these are things that people are paying for now.
Of course,
I think we're missing a point though. I think that with the black actors, we had to realize that they had to conform to certain things in order to make money.
Gotcha.
So they had to conform to certain stereotypes and certain ways of acting, because that's how they could make a living, and that's how the white established media, you know, movie theaters and stuff would accept them. So if they had a passion to make movies, they had to do certain things in order to conform to those. You think about, you know, the image of Mammy and all them things. Those are things they had to conform to in order to get into movies, in order to make a living. Because if you weren't a maid or a butler or someone like that, or shucking and jiving, 9 times they're not gonna. They weren't going to present an intelligent black man on screen, such as a Denzel Washington like that on screen back then, because that will defeat the stereotype that they want to put out. They want to put out that we're lazy, that we like chicken and watermelon. Those things is back then were they wanted to put out, make an image of us. So they're not going to put an intelligent. So I mean, you think about
Did you see the school that served that on February 1st? The chicken and waffles? I was like, I was so not black because I don't eat either one.
Right.
And it was like people was getting offended because that's what they served. I said, why would they do that at lunch? At a school on February 1st? Like, come on, how much disrespect y'all gonna give?
I eat watermelon, but I would give a damn if I ate watermelon.
I don't either, but I mean, I'm like, it's enough with the stereotypes, because I mean, it's like, okay, so what would a white stereotype be as far as them eating? You know what I'm saying? What, steaks or something like that? I don't know, but
I don't know.
I'm like, man, look, you eat what you eat, because more than likely you are gonna be what you eat. So I mean,
yeah, I don't. And the crazy part about it is, I don't eat watermelon or chicken. So I would have been.
I don't eat watermelon, and I don't have hot sauce on my chicken, but I tear up some chicken.
I eat chicken now. Hold on.
Yeah, you can
But
fry
I'm
it,
just saying,
you can
that's
bake
crazy.
it, you can barbecue it.
Yeah,
I
but
eat
you don't
chicken
eat it.
and I put hot sauce on.
I got a hot sauce in my
I
bag.
can't do it as much as I used to.
Yeah, I mean,
Did y'all see the black greatness, honey? Beyonce is coming to town in August, baby. She got 3 shows booked.
Yeah.
Like 2 of them are already
She trying to take everybody rent.
I was gonna
Yes.
say y'all sell y'all houses so y'all get the money ready.
She is
Be
ready, baby.
allegedly.
She,
Downgrade to a Winnebago or something.
Exactly. They talking junk about baby, but baby is ready, honey.
Ready.
Cause baby, she got 3 shows booked for Atlanta. At first it was just 1. This ticket sold so fast, then it went to 2. Now they saying it's 3. So she got 3 shows, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Where she gonna be in Atlanta?
Too much money for them
Yeah,
tickets.
she gonna
We was talking about that
set
earlier. How
it
much
on
them
fire.
tickets is $1,500.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even. You know what? I don't
$1,500
know.
to get in there.
I don't. The funny part about it is, like, I love concerts sometimes, but she's one of the people that I would probably rather look at on TV.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like
Packed to the maximum and all
yeah,
that
I've seen
wild
her in concert.
atmosphere.
She really gives a
good show.
she's
It's
a
a
really
show.
good show.
It's-
Yeah, she does good. She really, I can honestly say that. Like, she do a
You don't
really
get them
good job.
special effects, y'all. They
But-
paid for it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be a show. $1,500.
Yeah, she do real
That'll
good.
be a movie and everything.
But
else.
I could, I could look at her on television and be just as okay with it. So but I am. She is black greatness. She is around here doing her thing, honey. And picking up where a lot of people have left off as far as a legacy, and she's doing her thing. So I definitely congratulate her on that.
yeah. Well, Slick was saying something about Instagram a little slow. Slick was saying think about how things that used to be served to us as scraps are considered delicacies now.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
just like
saying?
with
Oh, yeah.
chillings.
Yeah,
Like now, chillings are a delicacy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It would never be a delicacy.
Like
to
neck
me.
bones and bone
Yeah,
marrow. We used to eat that. Slaves used to eat that back in the
I
day.
can remember my auntie saying, depending on what kind of man he is, you feed him neck bones or you feed him oxtails. I don't eat either one, so I'm like, auntie, what do you mean? If he ain't worth a damn, feed him some neck bones. If he doing good and he doing what he supposed to do, give him some oxtails. I'm like, oh, I got you. You got some black facts, AD?
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely have a guy named Aaron Salter Jr. as far as one of my black facts, and I thought that this was very interesting because he was making the rounds on TV as far as being a hero. Of course, he engaged in gunfire with a random mass, I guess, shooter that decided to come into a Tops Market in Buffalo. And it was a racially motivated shooting, so he killed 9 other black people along with Mr. Salter. But I had known about Mr. Salter before this incident, and then I noticed that kind of like since this incident had happened, that he hasn't been given credit, or most people haven't been circulating the information that this guy literally had patents on trying to use water to run an engine, water and batteries. It had a little bit of gasoline, but once that got it started, it converted with water and batteries, and he was able to put that in a Ford F-150 pickup truck. I also saw President Biden, on TV mention his name, and he mentioned the incident, but when he got to as far as the turning the water and being able to, use a vehicle and car engine for that, he just kind of like brushed over. It's like, oh yeah, and the guy was able to make a car run off of water. Like, that isn't spectacular and magnificent, and like that can't change some things economically. But I'm bringing this up because in 2015 he actually had a patent. So in getting this particular patent, that means he's on record and on the books with this, and he was in the process of actually trying to bring this information to the public, circulate it to a couple of companies, and see if he can, start a movement. And I just found it kind of mysterious that as this is happening and he's in this process to bring some light with this, he gets taken out at a grocery store.
Yeah, he was one of the ones, the Buffalo 9, I think it was. It was about 9 of them in a Buffalo grocery store that were basically attacked, and that's one of the shooters that was taken alive. You know what I'm saying? One of the ones that they actually, I don't know what happened, but he was taken alive, and he still had his weapon in his hand. So I don't know, but yeah.
And it really just came across, and I think the president really was mentioning this because he was an ex-police officer for 27 years. So that's like a fallen comrade that's going to get a little bit of press. But I thought it was definitely well deserving of me mentioning the fact that this man was on some groundbreaking, ingenuitive technique as far as trying to run an engine off of water. And it has also been done now before. This isn't the first time, but this is the first time that it has been patented. First time he put it in the F-150 truck and actually had the mechanisms inside of it near the engine. And you can see this if you YouTube it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of you would be surprised. Like, one thing about it, we're a genius. Like, our us as people, we are. I just wanted to throw out some things that black people invented.
Okay, there you go.
And we're gonna start with the almanac.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The baby stroller. They call it a baby buggy.
Okay.
But yeah, the blood plasma bag. Yeah, the cellular car phone.
Whoa.
The emergency fire escape mechanism that you pull, and the fire extinguisher.
Oh.
The gas mask.
Well, pretty much everything.
The guitar. The elevator.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the imaging, X-rays. The lawnmower. Yep. The mailbox. Potato chip.
Wow.
Of course, the traffic light.
Right.
A mop. Let's go with the ice cream. And the straightening comb.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go back to the fire escape. Let's go with the whole fire escape ladder.
The
ladder itself.
The ladder itself, the fire extinguisher, the fire escape, the mechanism that actually you pull down to. All of that.
The helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter.
I mean, there should be like some companies and generational wealth we should have from all of these inventions. It's like we create these things and poof, take it straight out of our hands.
So exactly. So what basically?
Yeah.
So
that's not an Edison thing.
That's one. That's a lot of times. That's kind of like where the disconnect is for us as black people. Is we're genius and we're just so trusting. So we go out and tell somebody else what it is that we want to do, and then they take it upon themselves because they had more resources, they had more money. There was certain things, and that's what we come to the crab in the barrel type attitude, and people saying, well, black people don't like to help each other, and it's not necessarily that, but it's so many that have tried to do things, and the person stabbed them in the back. Or they listen to what you got to say, and then they try to do exactly what you're saying that you're wanting to do, and it's like, okay, so we go from being friends or whatever, or us trusting each other enough to tell what we want to do, and that goes, and now we are in competition with each other. Even though it's enough to eat for everybody to eat, it still just doesn't resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't resonate with me that somebody would, that would just take your whole idea and do what they got to do with it. Like, the other people had resources, so guess what?
So it's funny. Another big fact I have, I can actually highlight that on this person right here. Her name is Georgia Louise Harris Brown, and she's actually the second black architect that was in the United States.
Okay, cool.
And you had mentioned sometimes about like not necessarily having a fair shot. Well, this was back in from 1918 to 1999. So around like July 19th in 1949, that's when she got her license to be an architect. But back then, that time, especially being a black woman, you didn't have that many opportunities. So she ended up actually having to go to Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yep, and she learned how to speak Portuguese. But now she still blazed some trails here. But in order to, I guess, hit like peak, she went to Brazil, and over in Brazil, she was actually sanctioned to help design structures for a pharmaceutical company named Pfizer, and I'm definitely familiar with them.
Okay.
A Jeep plant, like the Jeeps over here. Also, she did an airport for Krupp of Germany. Siemens, which is another big corporation that's over here and over there.
Right.
And Kodak.
So baby girl got her chips overseas,
Right.
and then came back over here
because that's what she probably was more
and retired.
accepted.
She came back over here and retired in D.C. Unfortunately, she passed from cancer in 1999, but had a very successful career here. And
Right. What was her name again?
her name was Georgia Louise Harris Brown.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
she's
have to-
from Topeka, Kansas.
Okay.
Yep.
Had a name like Georgia.
Exactly.
That's what's up. But yeah, man, black facts. I love them. Like, man, you are brilliant in our own right. So there are a lot of things that, honestly, that we could do and conquer. And now, and we also have to encourage the young people now, because I don't think they understand what has been laid before them. Like, y'all got all the resources in the world now. Keep thinking. Keep reinventing things. Make it, like, even if you weren't the first one to think about it, it's okay. Reinvent it and make it better. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so much for them to do and to channel in this energy versus doing a lot of the things that we see them out here doing. Yeah, unnecessarily. Like, man, channel that energy in. Like, if you're a tattoo artist, invent something that helps you do tattoos better. If you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, whatever it is that you want to do, try to invent some or patent something that'll help it, make it easier. And that's really what black people have been doing the entire time.
Or simply improve something that's already existing.
That's what I'm saying. Just reinvent it. Just improve it. Make it where things get easier. And that's the name of the game. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, you could become a game changer just by doing that. Just by tapping into something that you already have an interest in.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, we need, and once again, an add type of mentality or formula rather than a take. Everybody keeps trying to take.
Right.
But if you want to add or improve, you can actually build and achieve some success. If you're taking, you're going to deplete something. You know, you're not going to replenish it or replace it or help move forward because you're taking something off the table from someone else.
That's right. And your perspective is everything, man. Mind over matter. Understand me. Your perspective, it holds a lot of weight. We greatly appreciate you guys for tapping in, tuning in today.
Yeah, another successful episode.
Yeah. Before we go off air, I just want to just kind of run down our weekly weekly
rundown, a weekend review.
Right.
A weekend
Our
review.
weekly schedule, just so you guys can know, we do have a TV show on almost every night of the week. And just wanted to reiterate some of the things that we do. So on Sundays, like today, you have us, Westside Misfits, coming in at 3 o'clock p.m. on Misfits Radio and TV. After we get done, we'll have the guys from You High Yet podcast. They'll come on. And then on Mondays we're actually off. If you guys want to change that, you let us know. On Tuesdays, we have the Real Westside podcast that's hosted by DeJuan Robinson. On Wednesdays, we have the Misfits of Comedy, which is hosted by CJ Trowers. He's a comedian. Super dope platform. If you're a comedian, tap in with him. On Thursdays, we do have Deontay Poochie Burton. He comes in on Tuesdays with Changing Lives or Mr. Short Dollar. Basically, both of those particular shows are interchangeable at times. He just depends on what he wants to bring forth to the light for us. On Fridays, we do what we call exclusive interviews, one-on-one interviews. If you guys want to tap into that, just let me know. On Saturdays, we have some openings on Saturdays as well.
Well, Saturday's going to be geared towards something else.
Oh.
We'll be doing nonprofit stuff on Saturdays.
We're going to do it on a Saturday?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, y'all let us know if it's anything that we could do for you. Tap in while you got a chance. While you got a chance. We telling y'all now. While the price go up.
Yeah. Yesterday's price.
I'm telling you. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We'll see you guys next week. Next week,
Get in the
gonna be
mix
a
with
Love
the
Killer series. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Should've
next-
been this Sunday for Love Day, but hey.
Well, I didn't want to overwhelm anybody. I want people to be able to call in next week about the Love Dealer series, because we know that some people are going to be disappointed on Tuesday, and we want them to be able to
tell us the story.
Yeah, so we want them to be able to share their stories, and the thing about it is, like I said, I do Inbox Chronicles. I do Inbox Chronicles every day. So Inbox Chronicles is basically where you guys pick a subject that you may want just to hear from the people. It's nothing. I don't give advice. I just tell you what I tell you, but it ain't no advice, because you'll never say I ruined your life. But Inbox Chronicles is super dope. Like, you basically tell me what it is your concern, and I put it on my page, and I let the people make a determination for you. I did one last week that went viral. Did you see it?
It was awesome.
Yeah, that thing went crazy. So I put it up on Facebook and Instagram, and baby, had a very good response. But yeah, just tap in with us on Instagram and Facebook. I am Miss_Mix-a-Lot. TikTok as well. So y'all holler at me. You want to give a shout out to anything, AD, before we leave?
Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to my brother. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Let go, Chiefs. Let's do this thing.
All right, let's go, Eagles!
Yeah.
Get in the mix with the Westside Misfits every from 3 to 5.
This kid drop out reach. Don't tune in right now to Westside Misfits. 3 p.m. 24/7, 365. DJ Loud, let's get it. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Get in the mix, I'm 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 in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Westside Misfits, get in the mix. Going live 3 o'clock p.m. We need some service, hit them in they DM. When I'm at the spot, go and get the pot. Cook and work while I listen to me mix a lot. They don't tell lies, they just stay fast. Hurry up, go and follow, it's Tay-Mac. Slick 316, be wildin'. Shout out those not a 2000. Get in the mix, I'm in the mix. 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 Westside Misfits, get in the mix.